Welcome to the Metro Brokers online tutorial on how to use the blog function on your agent site. I'm logged into the back end of the demo agent site, and you will need to be logged into the back end of your agent site. Once you're here, you want to locate the My Website tab and then click on that. That's going to open up this screen. And we're going to look through these tabs down here for the blog tab. So you want to scroll down and find that blog tab and then click on that. This will open the window where you can create your blog. And it will give you a list of the blogs that you have in here. And these functions over here are, all of the things that you can do within your blog. So let's start with add a post. I'm going to click on Add Post. This opens the editor that is in several places on your agent website, and you're going to create your blog right in here. But first you want to give it a title, and the title is required. So I'm going to name this. And the editor, if you're unsure of what any of these functions are, you can take your mouse and hover it over any given thing, and it will give you a title of what it is. And this paste as plain text and paste from Word are really important tools. You want to make sure that you never just copy and paste directly into the editor, that you use one of these tools in order to paste into the editor any content. For right now, we're just going to add a photo, and that is this icon down here at the very bottom, Insert Edit Image. So let's click on that. It's going to open a separate window that allows me to choose how I want to retrieve a photo to put in here. I can get it from my computer, or I can use an image URL if it was on Picasso or Flickr or Dropbox. For our purposes, I'm going to get it off of my computer. So I click on that. This is located on my desktop in a folder called Clip Art. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to select on a photo and then click Open. And that is going to add this file. Here it is. So I want to give it a description. Title it, and you can see that it has the photo in here, and it's rather large. So an important thing about this editor is that it needs to be no more than 510 pixels in width. So we want to go up here to this Appearance button and click on that, and you can see it's showing my dimensions, and the width it has 850. So I'm going to make sure that this Constrain Proportions box is clicked, and then I'm going to change this to 510. And if I just put my cursor in this box, you can see it automatically puts that height in there for me. And that's all I need to do on this page, but I wanted to make sure that you were aware of this, because if it's any more than 510, and it's going to be too large for the blog, and it will add a scroll or menu bar to the blog, and you're not going to want that. Advanced is going to be for people who are more advanced and using their agent site. The image gallery may be helpful to you because it's going to show you any photos that you've already uploaded to your agent site. And so if you already have a photo in here, you can just scroll through and find that photo. Let's go back to General. We see everything is ready, and then we're going to click Insert. That's going to add the photo to the editor. And now let's say we wanted to put some comments in here. So I'm going to say Okay, now let's say that I had put a whole blog in there. The next thing you want to do is you want to come down here to the categories, and this is going to show you a list of all of your categories that you've already added. And if for this blog none of these applied, I could add a new category. So for this one, let's say, buying a home fits, real estate fits. You're going to click the ones that apply to this particular blog so that it has its category. The published status gives you two options in this drop-down menu. You can either publish it or save it as unpublished. I'm going to go ahead and publish it. Tags, same thing. You can add new tags here. These are all the tags that I have added before, so I could choose some. Let's say buy, real estate, buy a home, and anything else that I could think of, I could add in here. But once you're done with this, you want to click the Save button. It tells me that it was added successfully, so click OK. And it takes me back to this screen, and you can see that my new post is right here. So on the list screen, if I had several blogs in here, this is going to help me to search my blogs. I can search by the date that I published it. I can search by a category that I put it in. I can search by text that is within the blog itself, and just click the search button and it's going to bring up that blog. So let's say I did buying a home. Just search. And there it is. Add a photo. The other thing is in your list, this is going to show you if there's any comments for the blog. Let's just go ahead and just do all of these. Let's see. Okay, let's do all of these. And so we can see that this one, the short sale, has a comment. So it's going to show me which blogs have comments and which ones don't, and how many comments they have. This is going to allow me to unpublish a blog that's already published. Say I didn't want this short sale published, so I can unpublish it. Click OK. And now I can go in and publish it if I want to. This icon over here is what you're going to click on to open the blog up in the editor mode, and then you can edit and make changes to your blog. And the X is going to delete the blog completely from your site, and once this happens, you are not able to retrieve it. Okay, so we've looked at add a new post. We've looked at this manage screen, which is a list of your blogs. Now let's look at the categories. In this screen, you can add new categories here as you think of them. You can see the categories that you already have. The edit button is only going to allow you to change the name of the category. It's going to show you how many blog posts are in this category, whether they're unpublished or total posts. And it's also going to allow me to delete the category. So this is where you're going to manage your categories. And the next item is tags. And in this screen, you cannot add tags. You can only do that within a blog post, but you can manage all of these tags, and you can see a list of all of your tags. You can edit the name of a tag. It's going to show you if it's any unpublished posts and the total number of posts that it's in. You can delete tags. So this is that tags portion. Now we're going to go to the comments. When you click on comments, it is going to show you a list of all of the comments that people have made to your blog. And no comments are added to your agent's site until you have approved of them. And you can go in here, and this comment has already been approved, so I could disapprove it and it would remove it from the consumer side, but it would remain in my back end here, or I can delete it. Now, when people put comments on your blog, they're required to enter a CAPTCHA code, which eliminates robotic spam from being able to post on your blog. However, you can still get spam by people who manually go in and post on your blog, but it's never going to show on the consumer side unless you approve of it. You'll get an email telling you that a comment has been left on your blog. And then when you come into the back end, you click on the blog tab, then you click on comments. You're going to see a list here of the comments, and some of them are going to be spam. And you just want to go through and delete those. But not to worry, they're not going to show on your consumer side until you approve of them. So that's the comments. And subscribe, when you click on subscribe, this allows you to add a subscription. If, let's say, you have a WordPress blog, and you can see down here, here is a subscription to my WordPress blog, Metro Brokers Corporate. And if I wanted to add a subscription, I would just put that URL in here and go ahead and click save, and it would add it. For the WordPress blogs, you want to make sure this is the URL, and you want to make sure that you just do a / and feed after the URL, and when you save it, and then that will allow that subscription to be on your blog. This is already on my blog, my agent blog site, and so if I wanted to take it off, I could click on unsubscribe. Clicking on edit is going to allow me to edit that URL. And then clicking on the X is going to delete this subscription completely from my site. Okay, so now that we've looked at all of the areas of how to blog, I want to show you what it looks like on the consumer side. So we're going to go up here to the My Website tab and click on that. And that is going to open another tab or window that is going to show me the consumer side of my agent site. So I want to locate the blog over here on the left and click on that. Now, excuse me, now you can see here is my new post. The photo fits in there nicely. It could be smaller, but it definitely couldn't be larger. You can see what you wrote, and you can, just edit it, make sure how it looks to see if this is, how you want it to be on your agent's site. It's always a really good idea to come in here and double check your work. Now, let's say I want to put a comment on here. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to show you what it does. It opens this leave a reply screen where the person is required to put their name, their email address, and write whatever the comments they want. And then here's the CAPTCHA code. They're going to have to enter this into this box here and then submit the comment. That's how that works. I wanted you to be able to see how that works. And if somebody does this then and they submit a comment, then I'm going to get an email telling me that somebody has commented on my blog, and it will show up in my back end. So let's just go ahead and put this in here. Oops. Submit comment. All right, now we are going to go back to the back end of our agent site. And we're going to go to comments. Now you can see that Tom's comment is in here, and I can either approve of it, which will put it on my website, or I can delete it. I'm going to go ahead and approve of that. Then when I go back to my agent site, I'm going to have to refresh this in order to see that new comment. And here it is. So that is what it looks like when someone leaves a comment after your blog. And then everyone can go in there and see what their comments are. So that is pretty much it. That's how you are going to use the blog function on your agent site. Let's go back in here to this editor. You can really do so much with this editor. You can add a table. You can add video. You can, cut and paste articles using these two tools here into the editor. And we highly recommend that you use the blog because it really does help to increase your search engine capability for your agent site. And a new function that has been added, I just want to show you this here. Let's go to the broker site, which is metrobrokersonline.com. And on this broker site, daily, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see, because I blogged today, it has added my post here. So that is a feature that was just recently added. It helps search engines to find you and increases your rankings on the search engines. But just be aware that each agent is allowed only one blog post per day. So that will only, you got to do it once. If you do it more than one a day, it's only going to show up here one time within a 24-hour period. So that's it for blogging. If you have any more questions, please call the help desk, and thank you for watching.